What's up? It's Cairo. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for sticking with me through COVID. It was pretty brutal, but I'm on the mend. Thank you for all the well wishes and all the thoughts. Today, we are getting back into it. The season has reset for the month. It is August 2nd, and we're hitting the ladder, but we are not hitting the ladder like normal people because we're not normal around here. We're hitting the ladder not with an aggro deck, but with a control deck. This is Temur Control. I'm going to go through the deck list with you, break down the cards, what they do, what they're for, why they're in here, all that. If you don't want to see it, head to the description below and you'll be able to click right through into the gameplay. There is also a deck list down there. Copy the deck, play it, have fun with it. And here we go. Also, I wanted to mention thank you very, very much for subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. Allows me to keep making content and bring you some more deck lists and things like that. So thank you. If you want to support the channel in a greater way, there is Kaero's Collective. You can hit the join button if you're already a subscriber. It is $2.99 a month, and you get to see these videos 24 hours in advance of anybody else. You get custom emojis and you get badges and all those kind of neat things. If you can't do that, no worries. Don't worry about it. Here we go. Deck breakdown. So, starting at the very bottom of the mana curve, we have two Fading Hopes. For 1 blue mana, you're able to bounce a creature back to the opponent's hand. If the mana value was 3 or less, you get to scry 1. This is a great spell. Ever since it was released in Midnight Hunt, it has seen play. I have played it a lot, almost in every one of my blue decks, because it's just such great value. It's a strictly better unsummon. It sets people back in their tempo, especially whenever they're tapping all their mana to play their spells. If you can just return back their 4-drop to their hand when they play it on turn 4, you can really buy yourself some time to get into the big beast baddies of this deck. For Voltage Surge, 1 red mana, 2 damage. If you sack an artifact, namely a treasure token, in this deck, it does 4 instead. Very efficient, very good removal for the early game. For Jwari Disruption, doubles as a land, but it's great to be able to counter things on turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4 when people are tapping all of their mana, especially versus aggro decks. Very good counterspell. Make Disappear, the common counterspell from Streets of New Capenna. This has been an all-star lately. And 2 mana to counter target spell unless its controller pays 2, but you can also hit the casualty, sacrifice a creature if you're really in dire need. A lot of our creatures in this deck we really want to keep, but if they're dropping a bomb and you really need to sacrifice a creature, don't be afraid to do so, especially like a cat token from MYTHIC Chariot or something like that. Having them pay 4 mana to resolve a spell is not doable a lot of the time, so keep that in mind. 1 Negate, counter target non-creature spell. 1 Abrade, 3 damage to target creature or destroy target artifact. Good for getting rid of opposing MYTHIC Chariots and Celestis and Reckoner Bankbuster and things like that. For Expressive Iteration, ever since Strixhaven, we've known that this card is a powerhouse. It allows you to sometimes hit a land from exile, keeping the land in your hand that you were going to play for the turn, and it helps to line up your plays for the next couple turns. Very powerful. Fable the Mirrorbreaker. Extremely powerful. 3 mana for a 2/2 red goblin shaman token. When it attacks, you get a treasure token that helps you ramp into Goldspan Dragon and bigger things. Turn 2 allows you to discard cards. Like if you're up against a Boros aggro or a mono white aggro or something like that, and you have a negate in your hand, just discard it because you know that it's going to be a dead card basically. So this allows you to filter out and loot different cards and make sure your hand is right for the upcoming turn. And then the third, which is bananas, is it turns into the Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, a 2/2 that you tap 1 mana, tap it, create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control, except it has haste, and then you sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. And you'll see the targets that we want to copy coming up very shortly. And when we copy them, they are extremely potent. Prismari Command. 3 mana, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 generic. Choose 2 modes. This can be used as a 2 damage removal spell. You can discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards, lining up your hand for the next few turns. You can ramp using treasure, and you can destroy an artifact. So we have lots of ways to destroy artifacts in this deck. 4 Asika's Chariots. Excuse me, 1 Asika's Chariot. Cost 4. We know this. This is kind of the all-star, along with Goldspan Dragon from Kaldheim, which is a 4/4 artifact vehicle. Creates 2 cats. You can use those as chump blockers, kind of stop aggro from hitting you in the face while you line up your draws and your plays. It can also copy a token, which leads us into these 2 cards, Goldspan Dragon and Titan of Industry. You play a Fable the Mirror Breaker, you have an Asika's Chariot out, you play Goldspan Dragon, hit for 4, ramp into some treasure, and play Titan of Industry. This is what we want to be doing in this deck. 3 green, so as you're playing, make sure that you're playing your pathways on green when you need to. Typically, you want 1 blue and 1 red to play all of these spells here at the bottom. Nothing costs more than 1 of each color, and there are no green spells down there. So as long as early game you have 1 blue and 1 red mana, you're set to play all of these things. Titan of Industry takes 3 green, so make sure you're hitting green by turn 7. It is a 7/7 reach trample. When it enters the battlefield, choose 2. You can destroy target artifact or enchantment. You can gain 5 life. You can create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token. And you can put a shield counter on a creature you control. Typically, you're going to play this. You're going to create a 4/4 green Rhino that can crew your Asika's Chariot. The Asika's Chariot can then make you another Rhino token. And then you're going to also put a shield counter probably on this or on your reflection of Kiki-Jiki. So it spirals out of control whenever you're making Titans of Industry. You're copying tokens, you're doing all that good stuff. So that's the goal. That's the win con. As far as the land suite, we have Hall of the Storm Giants, which is, for my money, the best man land from Dungeons and Dragons. They are rotating soon, but for now we still get to use them. Island. Otawara Soaring City. This is a return target artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker to its owner's hand for 4 mana. That does come into play. And as you'll see in some of these games, we have Sokenzan here, and one game was won off of Sokenzan itself. So don't discount these legendary lands from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. This, you can discard it, channel it. These channel effects, they can't be countered because it's not actually a spell. It's an ability. So you can create 2 1/1 colorless spirit creature tokens. They have haste till end of turn, and then you can attack in for some damage there if you need it, or chump block. Pathways. Stormcarved Coast, more pathways. Rockfall Vale, more pathways. Dreamroot Cascade. Deck list is in the description. Thank you very, very much, and thank you to Benjamin Clay for taking part and signing up for the Kaero Collective and joining the membership for this channel. I hope you enjoy it. Please share. Please hit the thumbs up for me if you do get something out of it, and I will see you next time. All right, our opponent's going first. We have all 3 colors of mana. We have a Braid for early removal, Jwari if we need it, and Fable and Goldspan. I think we can work with this. Okay. Let's go with one of our Jwari disruptions. If we're going to play a land that's tapped, let's play it now. Titan of Industry. Alright, so we need to start lining up some green mana, which is there. Let's throw Hall down. Keep Jwari up. Counter that Fable. Rockfall Vale is fine. Now we go with our own Fable. Wandering Emperor main phase, interesting. Alright, we kind of probably want to use that Abrade on the Wandering Emperor, maybe. We don't want to get rid of the Titan or Goldspan. Do we need another Fable? Probably not. Alright. We get the gold span out early. That way we can make sure to pump out our Titan of Industry as fast as humanly possible. Next turn, that'll give us access to 7 if we're able to attack with the gold span. Okay. Changes our plans a little bit. That's fine. They're gonna double spell to kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So since they made us 2 treasure tokens, we can pump out Titan of Industry next turn, and they use 2 spells to kill it. We're fine. So we'll let Goldspan Dragon go, and then we will the next turn after that be able to start making copies of the Titan of Industry.
To me.
All right. Let's let her rip. Titan in. Goosh. Let's make a Rhino token. Let's put a shield counter on the Titan. And then we're gonna abrade the Emperor at some point. Sanctuary Warden, nice counter.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Okay. We already have our 3 green if we get another Titan, so let's put this down on... We don't have double red, so let's go red here. Yeah. Alright, good game. Yeah, so the plan, I think, was just to be aggressive here. And double the Titan, make another Rhino, and put a second shield counter on Titan of Industry. If they would have blocked... they would have blocked here, then we would have ended up winning that matchup, so good game. Alright, we're going first this time. That's a nice change. We have an Abrade for early removal, Fable, and a Titan. Wish we didn't have the Titan in our opening hand, but that's okay. So we'll play Jwari turn 1, make sure we have access to a blue mana, and then we'll go from there. The gate, you love to see that. Alright, so let's go on green to make sure that we're hitting all of our green mana for Titan of Industry, and then we'll use the negate if we need to, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna have to abrade anything right now, so let's go on green. They play 2-drop, like, that's fine. Yeah, abrade does 3 damage, so we can kind of chill for a minute. Let's get our Fable out. Okay, Adeline, counter there. We'll block the 1/1. We'll take 3. Discard up to 2 cards. Yeah, negate's not going to do us much good against mono white. Fading Hope will, though. Very good. Alright, so if we play this on green, we can abrade the Aspirant, and then we can wait till their combat step next turn. And Fading Hope Adeline, set them behind a little bit. Or, let's see. We'll play this on green. It's an instant. So let's go in. They should block here. They don't. Alright. Well, it makes it easy. Makes it easy for us. So let's see where they put the token. If they put it on Adeline, we'll just simply bounce Adeline, and then if they put it here, we'll abrade the Aspirant. Adversary. Okay. Do they pay? They do pay. Red, green. We have Braid here. Stop before their combat. Let that go. Do we bounce Adeline or the adversary? Probably Adeline. Make them replay her. Fable. Don't want that. We're just gonna hang out. Hang out with a make disappear. Counter that. Alright. We're not discarding anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This makes 7. Titan. We're gonna make a Rhino, and we are going to put a shield counter on this Titan. Alright, good game. Very good. Like it when it comes together clean like that. That's very cool. We're going first. We have no lands that come in untapped. Do we care? Maybe. We have 2 1-drops here, so we can kind of get away with it. Depends on what we think we're going to do on turn 2. Whether we play... I guess we just play the Storm-Carved Coast. And then that way on turn 2 we have Voltage Surge or Fading Hope up. Seems good. Alright. Yep, another one. Plains. Cleric of Life's Bond. Let's get rid of that right off the bat. Don't let it get out of control with the life gain. Here's our... okay, so we have 2 green sources. We already have double red, double blue, so we're good. So we'll play this on... now we'll play this. We'll go Fable. Fading Hope still in hand. Hopefully they play a 3-drop. Commit all their mana to 1 creature that we can bounce it back and gain some tempo on them. I don't foresee Negate doing anything for us, so we're going to discard that to Fable next turn. Valkyrie. Yep, that'll work. We're going to discard Negate. Prismari Command. That won't do anything against Valkyrie, so let's do this. Sokenzan, Pathway, Rockfall Vale. We eventually want to build up to having 3 green sources if we draw a Titan of Industry. So, Sokenzan, I don't know if that really helps us at all. Let's put Rockfall Vale into our hand. Sokenzan back. We'll play the Riverglide Pathway. Put this down on blue. See if they take the damage. I mean, if they take the damage here, we could theoretically Prismari Command. I'm sorry, if they block here, we could Prismari Command. And then Goldspan Dragon next turn. That seems good. Let's do that. 2 damage. Treasure token. That stops them. And then we have the Fading Hope still. To be able to really set them back on tempo. Next turn, being able to swing with Goldspan Dragon, and then having the... yeah, Fading Hope's a perfect answer for the Voice of the Blessed, so... perfect. We're not going to do it now, but... yeah, we're okay. Rockfall Vale, red, 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 red. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. Alright. Now we have mana for Make Disappear and Fading Hope, so we're in a pretty good spot, I think. Make Disappear, hopefully, we'll try to save for removal if they try to remove our Goldspan, because we're going to try to copy this bad boy, and then hopefully we can draw a Titan of Industry at some point. As long as they don't make Voice of the Blessed like massive or something, or give it flying, I'm fine with actually just taking damage here and saving the Fading Hope to really derail the plan later. March of Wretched Sorrow on that. No, that's not going to fly with me. Absolutely not. Cool. That's their turn. All right. Good game. Yeah, we gotta have that reflection. We've got to be able to copy Goldspan. All right. Good game. All right, sweet. We're going first. We have all 3 colors of mana. We don't have any early removal. We do have a negate. Remains to be seen if that will be useful. If we're playing aggro, probably not. This seems like kind of a little bit of a difficult hand to keep, but that's fine. We'll keep it. So let's go Dreamroot Cascade. And we have 1 green, 1 blue, so that's our only red source. Well, now we have this pathway. Snow-covered swamp. Mono black control, most likely. That on red. Let's do this now. There's no other opportunity to do it. Alright, let's go Goldspan Dragon to our hand. Fading Hope back and Expressive Iteration out. Okay. Snow-covered swamp, Clearwater Pathway, so Dimir. Interesting. So negate might be useful here. They might be holding up a counterspell. So let's throw this down on green. And we're going to say go. Because we're not getting our Fable of the Mirror Breaker countered. What we will do... Okay, that's fine. Tainted Indulgence is fine. Let's see if they play a creature. We'll Prismari Command, make a treasure token, and then set ourselves up for Goldspan Dragon next turn. Nothing. Okay, let's do it anyway. Let's go... Treasure, 2 damage. They are fine with that. Okay. Fable first. That way we can negate if they want to counter it. They didn't. Okay, playing conservative. Playing the conservative line here. Goldspan Dragon is our only creature of any power. We don't want to blow that out to a counter spell. Indulgence again. What'd they discard? Meat Hook? Fine. Save our negate for removal spell or something. We'll get rid of Voltage Surge here. I don't think it's going to do us much help. Okay. Let's attack. I had a feeling they were going to play that, so that's why I didn't Goldspan there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 for Prismari command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Do we slam Goldspan here? Probably not. Let's hang out. We're good. You play whatever you're going to play. Alpha Mastery to exile that. Okay. Then we're going to draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and we're going to deal 2 damage here. We'll get rid of this pathway. We'll get rid of this hall. Could have disappeared that. Yeah, that was a big misplay. But now we have it for if they try to deal with any shenanigans or anything like that, so that's fine. I like having a counterspell in hand, even though we didn't make disappear that. I think probably still was better to make disappear that, but I think we're going to be okay. Let's go Goldspan. Goldspan resolves, brings him to 8. Let's attack first, see if they have anything to say about it. They do not. Alright, Titan time. Okay. That gets countered. Alright. And a deluge. Okay. Goldspan's gone. They're down to 2. See if we can channel Sokenzan, kill him. Can't be countered. Oh. Can't be countered, Sokenzan! Channel ability! What's up? Alright. Looks like we got a little bit punished for the misplay early on about not countering that, but Sokenzan for the victory. What's up? Good game. Alright, we're going first. Lands look good. Fading Hope early. Chariot on turn 4. Like to draw something for 2 or 3. Maybe have a make disappear something in hand, but good. We'll rely on the Fading Hope for now. We will hope that the Fading Hope gives us enough tempo advantage to get this Chariot rolling and get into our game plan here. Mono faces Kakazan. Alright, so more than likely Boros. If you heard that sound, that's the sound of somebody subscribing to the channel. And thank you very much for subscribing, by the way. I appreciate it. Alright, we only have 1 blue source. Let's put it down now. We'll pass the turn. We'll keep up Voltage Surge and Fading Hope. Voltage Surge can only do 2 damage at this point, so if they play something big and then it gets a counter from this Kumano Faces Kakazan, we won't be able to deal with it. We might have to Fading Hope it. All depends on what they play. Yeah, like that. Alright. Set a stop before their combat. We'll Fading Hope this. Line up our next draw. Iteration? Yeah, we like that. Alright, let's Iteration now. Prismari Command probably will help us at some point. So, put that in the hand. We'll put Island back and we'll play Stormcarved Coast. That way we have access to Voltage Surge. They don't have a white mana. Oh, okay, now there we go. Alright. So what do we want a Voltage Surge? Etching of Kumano or Bloodthirsty Adversary? Do that, and then we'll probably Prismari Command that away. We could also just Chariot. Alright, green. Let's do a Chariot. Get some creatures on the field. They're gonna burn one of them down. Alright, that's fine. That's less card advantage for them. We're in a pretty good spot. Reju sucks. They put the counter there. Okay, that sucks. Alright, we're not blocking for now. For now. Let's go Iteration. Goldspan. Fable. Worry Disruption. Okay. Goldspan to the hand. Worry back. Fable there. Five mana. Brutal Cathar there. That means we're going to take a lot here. Let's see if we can somehow get this Titan of Industry out and gain 5 life. And then just kind of hold up a wall here. Boros is very strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if we attack here. Get rid of that Titan. Get rid of that Prismari Command. See if we can draw Fading Hope or something. In you go, buddy. 5 life. Rhino. See if that's a big enough wall. I don't know. It's a little nerve-wracking. Boros is so strong right now. It's hard to beat. If we can start cloning the Titan of Industry, we'll be fine. Yeah, they almost have to come in with everything. Counter there. That deals 3 damage to us. So let's crew this. Maybe I shouldn't have crewed that, but it's done now. Raiju, Sunrise Cavalier, and Cathar, and we take 3. Oh, they do not have a burn spell to finish us off. They don't have a play with fire. Okay. No attacks. Do they have a burn spell? Royal Eruption. We'll see. We're in burn range. Yeah, they do. Make disappear. Will stop that, though. Sacrifice this. They pay the 2, but they can't pay the other 2. Think we're gonna do it? Think we're gonna do it? Yes! Because they knew we're gonna copy Titan of Industry, gain 5 more life. We stabilized. Boros is crazy strong right now in the best of 1 ladder, but that's how you do it with Temur Control.